Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and hi to our lecturer Dr. Jamil and my fellow friend. Today we would like to present about our chapter, which is control technique selection. And I'm HAZIM, and I would like to start our presentation. All right, so for the first thing that we need to know is the overview of selection control. In selection control structures, conditional statements are features of a programming language which perform different computations or actions depending on whether a programmer's specified Boolean condition evaluates to true or false. Okay, what is the objective that we learn on this chapter? First of all, we will learn about the flow of control in single and nested if statement given by the flowchart. Next, we will learn to differentiate between three types of selection, and also we learn to solve a problem using the multi-way selection, which is single, double, and multi-way selection. Okay, next. Are you ready, guys, to learn the detail of our chapter? Let's go. All right. Why selection? Selection structure allows the program to select an action, which is statement to execute based upon a condition. For example, by using an if statement to check the password entered, your program can decide whether or not a user is allowed access to the program. The condition in this example is valid password. Condition is evaluate, which is check and determine to be either true or false. And true or false is known as Boolean, which is B001 value. An expression that has a Boolean value is called a Boolean expression. Thus, condition is a Boolean expression. All right, for the next, we will learn about the relational operators. In order to evaluate a comparison between two expressions, we can use the relational operators. Relation, Relational operators allow two quantities to be compared. Normally, when the expression have two operands or identifiers, either similar or dissimilar, smaller than or bigger than. So we can see on our picture in this slide, operand, relational operator and operand is combined and power is bigger than 5.5.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad FAHMI ROSLAN. My method number is B1224106117. Okay, I would like to continue the six common relational operator available in C++ are listed in the table below. The first operator is less than. The example is 1 less than 2. The result must be true. Second, less than or equal to. The example is 1 less than or equal to 2. The result is true. 3. The name is greater than. For example, 1 greater than 2 is false. The fourth, greater than or equal to. The example is 1 greater than or equal to is false. The fifth, equal to. The example is 1 equal to 2. The result must be false. Lastly, not equal to. 1 not equal to. The result is true. Okay, next slide. Next slide is example of relational operator. One example that show example of using variable of integer and double data types. Suppose that integer x equal to 7, y equal to 6, z equal to 3, and double I is 3 from 3.25 and j 5.6. Boolean expression. The Boolean expression is, the example is x x equal to 7, the result would return true. And if y multiplied z greater than equal to would return true, since 6 multiplied 3 greater than 7. The 3 is x plus 3 greater than y multiple z. Would return false, since 7 plus 3 greater than 6 multiple 3. Next is y y equal to 7 and equal to x. Would return true if 7 equal to 7. The next Boolean expression is I less than or equal to j. Would return true is 3.25 less than or equal to 5.6. And the last Boolean expression example is I equal to j. Would return false, 3.25 equal to 1.6, 5.6. The logical operator. If false, and anything number is false. If true, okay, if true or anything, the result is must be true. Okay, the logical operator example. Integer x equal to 12, integer y equal to 5, and integer z equal to -4. X greater than y and y greater than 7. The result must be true. X equal to y and z equal to y. Must result is false. If x less than equal to z or y equal to z, the result is false. Next, x less than equal to z or y not equal to z, the result is must be true. And lastly, not equal to x greater than z, the result is must be false. Okay, for the last evaluating condition, the example, if x greater than x, must be, the result must be true. Okay, that's all from me.
Hi, my name is Muhammad and I will explain about logical operator. Logical operator are used to combine multiple conditions or to reverse the logic of a condition. They are commonly used in if, while, and for statement to control the flow of the program. The main logical operator in C program are AND or AND not. And this example I will show you example about AND. First, used to test if a value in within a range. If grade greater than 0 and grade less than 100, print f valid grade, and this is a result and show valid grade. And the second can also test if a value lies outside a range. If grade less than 0 or grade greater than 100, print f, it will show invalid grade. But it cannot use in mathematical notation, such as if 0 less than grade and less than 100, it will show you doesn't work. Next, I will explain about common error. In C program, common error With if-else statement often come with certain issue and logical mistake or misunderstanding of how the condition work. Here are some frequency mistakes. First, using this assignment operator equal instead of the relation operator equal for an equality test. Second, assuming a structural problem which an if-else cause the error instead of a focusing on the data value being tested. Thirdly, using a nested if statement without breaks to define the structure. Okay, next slide. I will explain about single, double, and multiple alternative. In C program, conditional statements are used to make decisions based on condition. The if-else structure is primarily control flow tool, allowing different action to be taken based on various conditions. There have a three condition. Firstly is single alternative, double alternative, and lastly multiple alternative. Single alternative is execute code only if condition is true and it just use if. And double alternative execute one block if the condition is true and another if it is false. And we add on else as this show if else. And lastly, multiple alternative. Check multiple condition and execute corresponding block based on which condition met. We use if, else, or switch. And next, I will explain about single alternative. The condition true or will be execute single alternative, the statement tests for a particular condition expressed as a Boolean expression and only execute the following statement if the condition is true. So basically, the single alternative just use if statement. If sequence of the statement are to be executed, this can be done by making a compound statement or block by excluding the group of statement in brace. So, what is balloon? Balloon is a refer to the data type that has two possible values, true and false. So commonly, 0 is considered as false and non-zero value is considered as true. The term balloon comes from the mathematician is George Balloon, who developed the idea of balloon algebra. Okay, next, I will explain about double alternative. The condition if the first bracket is true or 1, the code will be executed. The condition in the second bracket is false or 0, the code will be executed. A two-way selection will be check a balloon expression, and if the result of the balloon expression is true, it will display a statement for a true condition and will display the statement for the false condition. So basically, double alternative use if-else statement. So as you can see, if statement for true condition and else is for the false condition. Okay, that's all from me. And I will pass the next slide to my friends. Thank you. Hi, my name is
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Harith bin Muhammad. My metric number is B12241061. Okay, let's start the presentation. If multiple alternative. So the condition 1 and condition 2 bracket is true or 1. The code will execute. And the condition in the third bracket, this is the third bracket, is false or 0. The code will execute. So true is 1 and 1 is true. False is 0, 0 is false. So the condition 1 and condition condition 2 bracket. So this is the condition 1 bracket, and this is the 2 condition 2 bracket. Okay, let's see the coding. If my age is bigger than 23, the code will execute 1 or true. So if you put the age is the 24 or above, the code will execute 1 or true. Okay, let's see the another condition. So this is a condition 2 bracket. Else if my age is smaller than 20, the code will execute 1 or true. If you put my age is 19 or below, the code will execute 1. Okay, and another condition, else, the condition in the third bracket is false or 0, the code will execute. So this is the third bracket. If you put another number bigger than 23 or smaller than 20, you put another. So you put 20, 20, 21, 22, and 23. The condition in the condition in the third bracket is false or 0. The code will execute. Okay, let's see the flowchart. So go to the condition 1. If my age bigger than 23, if the input is true, we'll go to the statement 1. If the statement is false, we'll go to the condition 2. So the condition 2 is else if my age is smaller than 20. If the condition is true, so go to the statement 2. So if false, you will go to the next condition or else. So this is dot condition n, meaning the unlimited condition. If you put more than this, you like if, else if, else is, else is. So you have 4 else if. You need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 for else. So the last condition is if true, go to the statement, and if false, go to the statement n plus 1. So multiple selection are selections that compare more than 2 selections. This type of selection will execute for true condition. The program will check the Boolean expression in sequential order. Okay, next. The if-else overview. Indenting has no effect on how compiler mesh and else to an if and make program easier to read. Conditions are evaluated to a numerical value of non-zero, true. So that is 1, or 0, false. So 0 is false, 1 is true. Only 3 use short circuit evaluation of logical expression. So this is an example of flowchart for if else. So we go to the start, and then we put the input, price, and quantity. So this is the display. And then go to the if else. If quantity, this is a condition. If quantity bigger or equal to 12, if yes, we will go to the total equal to price multiply quantity and multiply 80 divided 100. If the condition is no, is false, we will go to the total equal to price multiply quantity. And then after the process, we will go to the display output total price after the process calculation. And then lastly, we will go to the end. Next. Nested if statement. If-else statement can contain any valid C statement, including another if-else. An if-else statement completely contained within another if-else. And the third one is the use nested if statement use bracket to block code, especially when inner if statement does not have its own else. Okay, next slide. Nested if statement. Int A equal to 10, B equal to 20. Int is short form for integer. So the variable is A and B. Integer A equal to 10, B equal to 20. If variable A bigger than 5, this is the slash note for this line. Outer if statement. If B bigger than 15, slash note for this line. Inner if statement. So the output will become printf. Both conditions are true. So this is the output. Both conditions are true. Okay. An if statement inside another if statement is called a nested if, used for when you need to check multiple conditions, where one condition is dependent on another. This structure is useful when you need to check multiple conditions with one condition dependent on another. Okay, that's from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad KHALIF HISYAM. My matrix number is B1224107551. Today I'm going to continue the presentation about if-else chain. So what is an if-else chain? And an if-else chain is a nested if statement occurring in the else clause of the outer if-else. If any condition is true, the corresponding statement is executed and the chain is terminated. Final else is only executed if no condition were true. And finally provides one selection from many possible alternatives. So next, this is an example of if-else chain. There will be multiple if-else in the statement. So as you can see, an if-else chain checks multiple conditions in sequence. It runs the block for the first true condition and skip the rest. If none of the true, which is the number will be 1, the number will be 0, the else blocks runs. So next we're looking at the switch statement. So what is a switch statement? It provides one selection from many alternatives. Switch keyword starts the statement, which is followed by the expression to be evaluated. Finally, case keyword identifies a value to be compared to the switch expressions. Next. So this is an example of a switch statement. A switch statement in C calls for multi-way branching, letting you check a variable against multiple values. The switch statement is valid for integer numbers and single characters only. So this is an example, a code example for a switch statement, which is giving a multiple variable in variable cases, which is such as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. Next. So in conclusion, the real intelligence of a computer comes from its ability to make decisions. Next, the computer makes decisions based on Boolean expressions. The value of Boolean expression is 1 or non-zero number. The other word is true or false, which is 0. Next, there are two methods used to give an instruction to computers to make decision if statement and switch statement. Lastly, compound statement is a list of statements located between a pair of braces if statement. That's all from our group, which is group 3. Thank you.